And really good food. It's different out here. Norwegian Cruise Line.
So you want some very special features on the next car you buy, like remote door entry, just for openers. Leather trim would be nice. Oh, and a CD player. You'd order a 24-valve V6 to go, plus 16-inch wheels with anti-lock brakes to stop. Well, during the Dodge Intrepid equipment sale, you can get up to $1147 in total savings and package values on all these extras, and you'll have this rather attractive package to store them all.
Okay, we take turns at the wheel, we never sleep, we use cruise control, and if we only allow 2 minutes per fill-up, we'll be at the strip ball just in time for kickoff.
Yeah, but does that include stops at McDonald's for 95-cent Big Macs and egg with muffins, Mr. Rand McNally guy?
Nothing ever happens in the first quarter anyway.
That's true.
Value can mean a lot of things, but whether you value taste, price, service, or convenience, you'll find it at McDonald's, because what you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
A possible breakthrough in the treatment of alcoholism at 11.
One year later, some Hollywood favorites are still digging out of the rubble.
I don't know whether I could take another earthquake as bad as we had.
Dorothy Hamill gives the Ice Capades the cold shoulder, her reasons revealed.
It wasn't really my decision to stop.
Plus, Bacon burned, and Grieco hits the streets. This is Entertainment Tonight for Tuesday, January 17th, 1995.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mary Hart.
And I'm John Tesh. Studios rumble, movie sets rock, and stars toss about in their palatial estates. This was no Godzilla movie. 1 year ago today, it was the earthquake of '94, and Hollywood still has not shaken off the effects. Sherry Belafonte, who was right in the middle of the chaos, is our special Entertainment Tonight correspondent.
It was several seconds of sheer terror that caused widespread damage and left thousands of people homeless in Southern California. In Hollywood, most of us felt lucky to have escaped with our lives. Jerry and Shirley Van Dyke woke up to a chimney crashing through their bedroom ceiling.
Had it not been for the four-poster bed catching all of this stuff, canopy bed, yeah. Heaven knows.
Actor Michael Biehn from Tombstone and Terminator found things flying all over his kitchen.
We had wine and had flown out of this cupboard where we keep the wine and smashed. You can see the wine on the walls over here.
Our neighbor, Robert Guillaume, couldn't believe what happened to his beautiful home.
We have tremendous plaster damage inside the house. We have a big wall there, and it's just like checkerboard square.
And sadly, at our house, we lost our little Yorkie, Zeke, when a ceiling light came crashing down.
It was just the toughest part was going into the kitchen at nighttime when it was dark with that flashlight and finding him there.
Now, 1 year later, time has healed a lot of wounds and patched up a lot of walls. And thanks to one ET viewer, we now have a wonderful little Yorkie named Bernie. But we found out that the damage to our house is a lot more extensive than we originally thought. And we're also finding out that we're not the only ones.
What is going on here? This is 1 year ago today.
Down the block from us, Robert and Donna Guillaume also had to move out of their house. Now they're locked in a dispute with their insurance company over the damage.
It feels bad to know that you can get caught in the bureaucratic system of insurance companies and legal hassles, and that it would take a whole year before they can decide how much money they should pay you to fix your house.
The Guillaumes may end up tearing down and rebuilding, a process that could take at least another year.
I don't know whether I could take another earthquake as bad as we had. I just don't think I could take it.
Okay, it's been a year since the earthquake, and with a lot of hard work, and to get the workers in and everything, thank God we have it finished.
Jerry Van Dyke also has not finished the repairs at his house. He's taking his time and feels lucky to be alive.
I don't panic thinking about it. It's just one of those things, and I'm glad I'm still here, that's all.
For many celebrities, the quake was enough reason to move out of California. Donald O'Connor and his wife are now living in Arizona.
This was the catalyst to make a move, even if it's only for a short time. I feel like I'm a traitor, though, with all my kids still here. But it's only an hour to get back here.
And at Lennon's sister Janet Lennon's condo, The damage was enough to convince her to move to Branson, Missouri.
We had a lot less to pack, a lot less stuff to pack, so it sort of made it a little easier to leave.
But others, like us, have decided to stay put, at least for now, and rebuild in this very shaky little town called Hollywood. I'm Sherry Belafonte with Barney in Hollywood for Entertainment Tonight.
Thanks, Sherry. And of course, the horrible irony today was felt in Japan, exactly 1 year to the day, as that country was struck by a quake 5 times more powerful than the Southern California disaster of '94. These scenes recorded by an automatic camera in a TV station, and outside, destruction far and wide.
Boy, and our hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out to those people in Japan who are struggling to find their loved ones and then ultimately rebuild. Those supermarket tabloids everyone loves to hate are being viewed in a new light. Not that long ago, no mainstream journalist would admit peeking at a tabloid. Now they're required reading for scoops on the O.J. Simpson trial. E.T. correspondent Jerry Grant has the story.
Everyone knew the tabloids would be all over the O.J. Simpson story, but not many expected it to affect the trial itself. But this article appearing in the Star last November seems to be the story that has split the Simpson dream team apart like a rotten melon. Los Angeles Times veteran columnist Bill Boyarsky reports that one of F. Lee Bailey's investigators accused Robert Shapiro of selling information to the Star. Boyarsky told me the tabloids are right more often than not.
This is their base here, Hollywood, L.A. They cover the world of celebrities. They cover Hollywoods. And so when this murder story broke, they were really in a very good position to cover it.
This is not the first time the establishment press has ridden the tabloids' coattails. Last year, the New York Times called the National Enquirer, quote, required reading for the Simpson case. Enquirer reporter Craig Lewis says the tabs lead the way because the Simpson trial plays right into their hands.
We have a network of inside sources in the entertainment community, and that gives us a little bit of a jump on some of the other news organizations.
Since the Simpson story broke, it seems the tabloids have the upper hand. Now, what could be the reason for that? Well, number one, it seems the tabloids have all the sources. But number two, and most importantly, it seems the tabloids have all the cash.
The highest I've ever paid for a story here at Globe is $75,000. I believe the highest that we've paid in anything connected with O.J. is a little bit less than that.
It appears there will be no rules on how journalists get the story. But in the end, that can only benefit trial watchers. Jerry Grant, Entertainment Tonight.
Thank you, Jerry. Don't expect any changes with tabloid policy. They say they will continue to pay whatever it takes to get the story. And here's one the tabloids don't have. That controversial O.J. Simpson TV movie is now on the schedule. It will air 2 weeks from tonight on the Fox network.
Stars of Beverly Hills 90210, who generally hang around their famous zip code area, are hitting the road with those biker mice from Mars. Today's edition of the ET Gazette is right on top of all the late developments.
Hear me, sweetheart. If anyone's hurt, I'll...
90210 Zion Ziering is a regular on the cartoon series Biker Mice from Mars, lending his voice to a buffed-out rodent named Vinny. The ET Gazette was on hand as Ian's Beverly Hills buddies joined the Rat Pack for what will be the series' season finale.
Angel wanted to meet you. Angel?
Angel Revson. It's fun because the things you were always afraid to do in front of the camera, you can do them and get away with it. Huh, Ian?
Exactly.
Flamboyant cross-dresser RuPaul will make his or her sitcom debut next month on an episode of ABC's Sister Sister. The Gazette has learned the platinum-tressed transvestite will play Marge, a snooty boutique owner. He makes things tough when struggling dress designer Jackée Harry asks him to carry her designs. You've seen their famous faces on magazine covers. Now you can collect them on trading cards. 30 popular models posed for the cards, which come 8 to a pack. On the back are some vital statistics.
Our batting averages, I think. Isn't that right? They can trade our bra sizes. Our bra sizes, I think, is going to be on the back.
Next on E.T., Richard Grieco dodges cars. Wait till you see the close call.
Then Kevin Bacon reveals why love in prison felt just like being at home.
And later, Gere is Lancelot, Connery is King Arthur. We have a first look at a couple of hot nights.
What happens when a car offers the comfort of a luxury car and the performance of a sports car? What happens when the same car can outmaneuver expensive European sedans while getting the gas mileage of a 4-cylinder compact? This is what happens. Presenting Motor Trend's Import Car of the Year, the Maxima from Nissan.
She took off her skates and walked away. The story behind Dorothy Hamill's stunning decision next.
Critics call Murder in the First spellbinding, powerful.
I thought you wanted to fight. Just wanted a friend.
4 stars. Christian Slater, Kevin Bacon, Gary Oldman. Murder in the First. Rated R. Starts Friday, January 20th.
You might think your dog wants variety, but sudden changes in his diet can sometimes lead to stomach discomfort. So feed your dog a consistent diet. Purina Dog Chow brand dog food every day.
Gets hungry, neath the big sky. A big deal, hope you're driving by. Gather up all the young'uns inside. This deal's made for a big appetite.
It's 4 for $5 time. 4 Arby's beef and cheddar sandwiches for just $5. If you love cheese, you can't beat beef and cheddar, and you definitely can't beat this deal.
Saddle up, hurry on by. It's better out here beneath the western sky.
It's 4 for $5 time.
See your local Jeep and Eagle dealer.
She was one of a kind. Impulsive, scandalous,
You're the mother of 4 kids. You're dressing like a whore.
driven. She followed a dream and became one of entertainment's biggest stars. Now, see the side of Dottie West that wasn't on stage.
What are you doing in here?
The outrageous behavior. The obsessions.
My car! And don't you ever forget where this came from.
Michelle Lee stars in the true life story of Dottie West Sunday.
Once a year and only once a year, the Men's Warehouse has a sale. Save an extra 20 to 40% on a great selection of suits and sport coats. It takes a Men's Warehouse sale to beat a Men's Warehouse price. I guarantee it.
You're watching Coin TV, Channel 6.
They say the show must go on, but the critically acclaimed Ice Capade's presentation of Cinderella, starring Dorothy Hamill, has skated onto thin ice.
It was a very emotional time for me. I never like to tell people that I'm not going to be doing it anymore.
Hamill stunned her fans and show employees by unexpectedly announcing her retirement at the end of a performance last month. She has not spoken publicly about the incident until now.
I said that it was my last professional performance, and I've stopped touring. I'm not retiring from life. I haven't died or anything.
Hamill purchased a troubled Ice Capade show in 1993, but turned around and sold 80% ownership to the TV Family Channel last June. Now she's in negotiations to sell the remaining 20%. Why did this Olympic gold medalist suddenly throw in the towel?
It's been a very stressful time, and it wasn't really my decision to stop. It was really not a decision that was in my hands.
But when we asked who made the decision, we just got more questions.
Well, I'm not at liberty to say that right now. I wish I could, but maybe later this week I'll be able to explain that more. But because of the purchase of our show, of Ice Capade, to the Family Channel, I'm really not at liberty to explain yet.
While Hamill promises she will skate again, she says there are more important things in her life right now.
This will pass, and I haven't had a nervous breakdown, and I've got a great family, a great husband, a beautiful daughter. Skating is very important, but my family and other things come first, so it's been hard.
Dorothy also revealed to E.T. another reason she wants to get away from the pressure of touring. She'd like to have another baby. Meanwhile, the Ice Capade show without Dorothy Hamill skates in Calgary tomorrow.
Richard Grieco inherits a chunk of beachfront property in Hawaii, along with some unfinished business in his new series, Marker. To make it real, Grieco hit the street hard for stunts, and we saw close up how dangerous they can be. Welcome to Honolulu, where bad boy Richard Grieco is starring in a new TV series called Marker.
It's not a cop show. It's not a detective show. It's kind of, I always call it have gun will travel meets the Equalizer. Moach, can you loan one of my fellas helicopters? What are you going to do? You get the cops, get an address in Talbot Smith. I'm going to get Darlis and Lisa.
Grieco shows up at his father's funeral and discovers he's expected to pay off his dad's promises of good deeds, markers.
You have to walk around the cross.
E.T. went behind the scenes and caught the crew shutting down one of the busiest roads in the state of Hawaii to shoot a dramatic chase scene.
Richard will start from off-camera left. He comes up, he runs up to the land.
Hey, camera, Mark.
That was close. These are fun. Because like that little fine line of like, uh-oh.
And uh-oh it is. The director liked that near miss and shot it again from another angle. Although Grieco does most of his own stunt work, even he knows when to let the pros take over.
Nasio. It's definitely yours.
I'm gonna go from here, jump over the top of this hood, roll over the other side.
Things don't always go as planned. This time, Nasio's quick thinking saved his legs. And this time, Grieco was relieved his stunt double was in the scene.
I think I did 90% of it, you know. But there's certain things that I'll let the stunt guy do, you know. I don't want my legs.
Now all Grieco needs are some of Magnum's old Hawaiian shirts. Marker debuts tonight on the United Paramount Network.
The action moves to Las Vegas in another UPN debut with a rap star at the controls of his own high-tech peep show. And we have the first peek in tonight's coming attractions.
Check these boys out. They're some good old boys. Tomboys I like.
Rapper Sir Mix-a-Lot is the watcher. He sits in a TV-filled Las Vegas hotel room and watches as strange Sin City stories unfold. Kathy Ireland guest stars in the premiere as the town takes its toll on some unsuspecting visitors.
Vegas is all about dead presidents. If you can't deal with it, hit the next jet out, baby.
The Watcher premieres tonight on the new United Paramount Network.
How about let's race hot rods tomorrow? You meet me at that old air base on I-94.
Tim Allen plays the man's man on his hit sitcom Home Improvement, and in the new Esquire magazine, he has a chance to talk about it. Tim flexes his masculine muscles in an interview with cultural critic Camille Paglia.
I've been a fan of Tim Allen's work for quite a long time now. I feel that he's a kind of guy's guy, the sort of masculine common man that we need much more of in this age of feminism.
Esquire magazine with Tim Allen on the cover is on newsstands now.
Can't think of anybody I would rather have beat me.
Next, Kevin Bacon's Kinky Prison Tales.
Warehouse shopping saves money. Save up to 50% on brand name furniture and mattresses. Furniture for every room in your home. United Furniture Warehouse. Fine furniture, warehouse price.
I have an unusual job. I spend 12 hours a day watching over 500 guys. Some who don't like me very much. To say the least, it can get fairly stressful. So when I was looking to lease a car, the last thing I wanted to deal with was a lot of attitude. Okay, with the Saturn people, I did encounter some attitude, but it was a friendly type. All secure.
Hundreds of stories come across a news anchor's desk every day. So how do we make decisions about what's meaningful and useful to you? And how can we make sure you get the complete story? At News Center 6, the answer lies in experience and taking a proactive approach. From story selection to reporting, right through the news gathering process. We're constantly asking tough questions, not only of those making news, but of those who report it as well. News Center 6 is today's news.
Brand name furniture and mattresses at low warehouse prices.
It's low-cost warehouse concept.
Furniture for every room in your home at savings up to 50%.
It's low-cost warehouse concept.
United Furniture Warehouse. Fine furniture, warehouse price.
Now I gotta cut loose, put loose.
Way back in 1983, E.T. eyed a boot-stomping Kevin Bacon as he kicked up his feet in Footloose.
It's just one step, and I hope a long career. It's exciting. It's definitely exciting. I love it.
Footloose went on to become one of 1984's biggest movies, and it made Kevin Bacon one of Hollywood's hottest names. His latest is a long way from rocking at the high school hop. Leanza Cornett talked with Kevin about doing time for Murder in the First.
I'm scared to go back there. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Based on a true story, Murder in the First depicts the tale of an inmate brutalized by the corrupt system at the infamous Alcatraz. Kevin Bacon is that inmate, and lawyer Christian Slater helps him bring that prison to justice.
I point to the associate warden, Mr. Glenn, the warden, Mr. Humpson, and the institution known as Alcatraz, and say, I accuse.
Far from the bleak island where much of the film was shot, Kevin invited me to his idyllic Connecticut home for a fireside chat.
Pretty.
That wasn't set up at all.
Is it the hardest project you've worked on?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, I would say it's the hardest. Mostly because every day was a new sort of emotional challenge.
To prepare for the emotional challenge of playing a guy locked in a hole for 3 years, Bacon spent a night in solitary.
There was no light, very little sound, obviously. I mean, I was looking at, like, I couldn't see my hand this close in front of my face. And it was a little bit cold, but it was actually helpful. I think it was helpful.
You know, it's going to be a while.
What was also helpful, Kevin says, was working with the dear friend Gary Oldman, who plays his nemesis, a sadistic warden.
I can't think of anybody I would rather have beat me.
While you're standing naked,
When I'm standing naked, shackled to the side of the wall than Gary Oldman. He just he's got a way with a blackjack that just... think about it now, and it just... Oof.
When Oldman was done torturing his friend, a live rat got a chance to nibble on some bacon.
I'm naked, totally naked, by the way. As I'm sitting there, sleeping, the rat crawls up, starts chewing on my leg. There's a piece of plastic between me and the food that the rat was chewing, but you can still feel that, going like this. And I'm totally naked, so at any moment he might say, I'm patted with the peanut butter. Let me just take a little stroll up his thigh and see what else is there.
Wife Kira Sedgwick does some nibbling of her own in the film. She's a hooker who pays Kevin a conjugal visit.
Did you guys practice that at home?
In the scene, he's unable actually to consummate the relationship, and in my life that's never ever happened. So of course it's one of those strange movie things that's just so completely unreal in that way.
Go figure.
It was incredibly, one of the hardest parts I really had to
so demanding.
act there was that he was unable to rise to the occasion because it just was so completely unlike anything relating to my life.
And that's what acting's all about. Leanza Cornett, Entertainment Tonight.
Thanks, Leanza. You saw a picture of one of their kids. Kevin told us he and wife Kira Sedgwick named them after friends they made on movie sets. Their 5-year-old son, Travis, is named for a driver, and daughter Sosie, almost 3, is named for a favorite makeup artist. Murder in the First opens on Friday.
The legend of King Arthur has it all. Horses, armor, sword fights, knights, and beautiful maidens. Now Hollywood's latest telling of the tale has Sean Connery and Richard Gere. First night, the movie is due this summer, but we have an exclusive first look.
I was still a boy when I first climbed this hill and saw what was to become my city. I named it Camelot.
Between duty and destiny. Between loyalty and love stands a woman torn between a soldier and a king.
For just one moment, forget who you are.
Ormond. Their world could not last, but their legend would endure forever.
What actor was so dumb his paycheck went from $350,000 to $7 million for a movie in 1 year? The answer's coming up for today's birthdays.
Now, Taco Bell brings you all your supreme favorites for free.
Sour cream. I want to tap your taco, can't you see?
And who could forget my tomato? Elsewhere, you'd pay hundreds of dollars for sour cream and tomatoes. But at Taco Bell, they're free when you buy an original Busy 9-cent taco. Taco Bell. Taco Bell cashiers are standing by, so order today.
In the mood to go anywhere, anytime? Get a rugged Mazda B4000 4x4, a new Mazda MPV, or a Mazda B3000 4x4. All with a basic warranty unsurpassed in their class. And if you're in the mood for more value, get up to $2,500 cash back on a Mazda 4-wheel drive. We make the exceptional affordable.
See your Northwest Mazda dealer now.
For those of you who believe you can never get too much of a good thing, Mervyn's Stock Up Sale is the place to be. Stock up on all the things you need, all in one place. You'll find denim, and more denim, and shoes to keep you going and going. Save time, save money. If you see it here, it's on sale. You simply can't get too much of a good thing at Mervyn's Stock Up Sale. It's going on this week only, so hurry.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, here's a show that medical insurance won't cover. It's University Hospital and Schools in Session.
Trip on his saline solution is too fast. First day in nursing school, and she thinks she knows everything.
Take the Cure tomorrow, right here on Entertainment Tonight.
Production assistance furnished by the GM MasterCard. Only the GM card lets you earn 5% on each purchase toward a new GM car or truck. And you pay no annual fee. Apply for the GM card today.
Celebrating a birthday on this Tuesday, January 17th, the actor who is so dumb his paycheck went from $350,000 to $7 million for one movie in 1 year is Jim Carrey. The movies were Ace Ventura: Pet Detective and Dumb and Dumber. Today, Jim is 33. Also today, Susanna Hoffs, formerly of the Bangles, is 36. Boxing legend Muhammad Ali is 53. Talk show host Maury Povich turns 56. Actor James Earl Jones is 64 today, and actress Betty White is 73. There's a new movie coming your way soon called Boys on the Side, and Bonnie Raitt is reprising a Roy Orbison classic on the soundtrack.
Here's a broadcast premiere as we say goodbye. Bonnie gets a little help from the film stars Whoopi Goldberg, Drew Barrymore, and Mary Louise Parker on her rendition of You Got It. Enjoy it. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
An American is one of the victims in the Japanese earthquake. I'm Shirley Hancock. We'll have a complete report coming up on News Center 6 at 11.
Hungry neath the big sky.
You see it here, it's on sale. You simply can't get too much of a good thing at Mervyn's Stock Up Sale. It's going on this week only, so hurry.
Yeah. Here's how to build your dream house where you live today. Dial 288-NEIL. Neil Kelly Designers Remodelers. Since 1947, you can count on Neil.
1 day only. Saturday, 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Save on thousands of items store-wide. 1 day only sale. Saturday at Meyer and Frank.